This is from the United States of America now. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance, his house has been attacked. Cincinnati police and Secret Services agents, they have now responded to J.D. Vance's home. The picture which we'll show you in moments from now, and that's the picture on your screens right now. It shows smashed window at the Vice President's Ohio home. What we do know so far is that the suspect has been arrested. Shots were fired at the U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance's home. They rather saw a person running in an eastward direction. This is what has been reported so far. And the U.S. Vice President's house windows have also been smashed, and a man has now been arrested. My colleague Aditya is still here with us. Aditya, what more can you add to this? Perhaps vandalism at the U.S. Vice President's house in Ohio.
Well, again, a very serious development coming in from the United States. None other than, in fact, the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, has been attacked. His house has been attacked. In fact, what we are learning is that the Cincinnati police and the Secret Service responded to the Vice President J.D. Vance's home in East Walnut Hills around 12:15 a.m. early Monday morning after spotting a suspect running away. Windows were damaged and a suspect was arrested as well. Vance, we are now learning, was not at home when this event took place. The authorities expect to release more details in a couple of hours from now. So there's a massive investigation that's underway. Cincinnati police and the Secret Service are at top of this development. We do not know the identity of the one suspect who has been arrested at this particular stage, but this is a very, very serious and sensitive development coming in that the U.S. Vice President's home has been attacked. There are several windows that have been completely smashed. Whether shots were fired or not, we are trying to confirm that and to get more details as to what the issue really was. Was this some mentally unstable person or from a particular ideology targeting J.D. Vance? This also comes just hours after J.D. Vance tried to defend U.S. President's position on Venezuela and said it was important to go after the drunk kingpin Maduro in this particular case.
Right, absolutely, Aditya. Just to add to what you said, it's not known if Vance's family were inside the home at that time. And of course, the U.S. Vice President owns the property which overlooks the Ohio River there. But Aditya, talk to us more about how this is not the first time that such an incident has taken place in the United States of America. We've seen in the past as well that we have the lawmakers and the leaders, how their house, it has been vandalized, windows have been smashed, perhaps raising pertinent questions on the law and order situation in the United States of America at this point of time.
Well, that's right. Of course, there have been several such incidents. In fact, just a couple of years ago, we had the huge break inside the Capitol Hill, none other than the Capitol Hill, where, a huge mob had entered. That raised several questions on the security scenario, not just in Washington, D.C., but several important sensitive locations. And regularly, we've seen events where protesters have turned violent as well, tried to target security forces and lawmakers. But in this particular case, we are breaking first details of this attack at the house of the United States Vice President J.D. Vance. Initial details that are trickling in that the Secret Service and the Cincinnati police are investigating this person who has been arrested. One suspect has been arrested. He's being interrogated at this particular stage on his identification, his background, and what his purpose really was to target J.D. Vance's home. Whether there are more people involved in this entire targeting of the Vice President's home. Perhaps there will be a press conference by the Cincinnati police in a couple of hours from now. But these are the initial details that we are picking up. A couple of photographs that we have accessed clearly indicate a few windows completely smashed. Initial details also that we have is that J.D. Vance perhaps was not at his home, at this particular home. His family was also not there. But certainly corrective measures and security has been beefed up in this entire area.